Gretchen at the Hotchkiss Library with part 2 of the Fiction Book Buzz on September 22nd. Again, we've had so many books come in, wanted to get a chance to tell you about them since you can't all get into the library to see them. There's some really interesting fiction here. It's hard to decide what to read first. We have the first novel of an Irish writer that's received a lot of praise called The Art of Falling by Danielle McLaughlin. She has won a number of prizes in the UK and Ireland for her short fiction and has been widely anthologized, and she's been published here in the New Yorker, and this is her first novel about one woman's marriage and career as they are threatened by an old indiscretion in this stunning debut novel. And we have What Could Be Saved by Lisa O'Halloran Schwartz. She is a former emergency room physician, and this is a captivating, immersive novel about loss and regret, trust and betrayal, and a shattered family whose secrets are coming to light. There are two time periods in the book that come together. The secrets of a family raising their children, an American family living in Bangkok in 1972, come back to have major repercussions for the grown children in Washington, D.C. in 2019. So it sounds very good, and was praised by Jodi Picoult, Lisa C. On the back. So it should be a good read. What Could Be Saved. Political intrigue, I think some espionage perhaps, and a family saga all rolled into one. And we have the big book that was reviewed on the front page of the Times book review last Sunday, The Prophets by Robert Jones Jr. I have been awaiting this book for, almost a year, I think. People started talking about it in the trade journals. A lot of buzz that this was the big book of the winter. And this is the debut novel of Robert Jones Jr., who has an MFA in fiction from Brooklyn College. And it is about the forbidden union between two enslaved young men on a deep South plantation, the refuge they find in each other, and the betrayal that threatens their existence. Apparently the writing is just absolutely fantastic. And I think it's going to be very interesting and thought-provoking, and there'll be a lot of discussion of The Prophets by Robert Jones Jr. We have the collected short stories of Shirley Hazard, a master of the form, who passed away in 2016, I believe. We've had this on order for quite a while. It came out in 2020, but was back ordered because of the demand. So all of her short stories here in one place, for those of you who enjoy the short story form. And another book that's gotten a lot of buzz recently is Peter Ho Davies' new novel, A Lie Someone Told You About Yourself. It's a very short book, you can see, and very interesting. Apparently the characters are unnamed. It is rather anonymous, because it could be about pretty much any family, I think is what he's trying to do here. And this is basically his contemplation of what it means to be a family and what it means for a couple to either decide to have children or not to have a child. And it's about the intimate and private and also very political decisions that one makes at times about whether to have a child or not. It sounds very, very interesting, and he's a really wonderful writer. I believe he teaches somewhere, but I'm not seeing who it is, but he has been longlisted for the Booker Prize and won a number of awards. So check out Peter Ho Davies' new novel, A Lie Someone Told You About Yourself. And lastly, we have Matteo Scarapore's new novel, Black Buck, and this is a debut novel as well. This is a satire, apparently very funny, but also very thought-provoking. A blazing satirical debut about a young man given a shot of stardom as the lone black salesman at a mysterious cult-like and wildly successful startup where nothing is as it seems. They say this will appeal to people who enjoyed Sorry to Bother You and The Wolf of Wall Street. The author was a 2018 Rhode Island Writers Colony writer in residence, and his writing has appeared in lots of venues. And this is his debut novel, and he lives in Brooklyn. So check out Black Buck as well. I hope that you've taken a look at all these videos this week and you found a couple of things you'd like to read. So please get in touch with us and we'll try to get them in your hands as soon as possible. Thanks.